I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, April, you'll keep letting them in.
Yeah.
We got a lot to go over tonight. We like to try and keep it to a half hour, but it may go a little longer than that tonight because this is one of those, once in a generation type of things that we're all going to get a chance to experience. And, that GLP-1, they teased us a little bit the other day. We were on an executive Zoom and they would tease, and Kenneth was on there with us, and they were teasing about the studies, and they just wouldn't give us anything. They're going to do it live in Kansas City, but they were so excited over the studies, you could just see it coming out of their pores. I mean, it was just they're so the studies were so much better than they even thought. And they, for them to even keep their mouths quiet until Friday is a challenge, for them. But and them meaning corporate, and the creators of the product and stuff. But let me ask you a question. Are you ready? Who's ready? I mean, really like ready to get
Oh,
after it, This is one of those things where you don't want to look back 3 months from now and say, wow, you know, it's been good, but I could have done so much better. This is one of those times you want to just let it rip. It was funny. I was telling April about my pickleball partner the other day, and he's a tennis pro, okay, and he can rip the ball. And I learned real quick not to look back if the ball goes in back of me because he's gonna rip it. And if I'm turned around, I could catch it in the face if he misses it. So it's not a good idea. But when we talk about this business, okay, this is a stretch. There are millions of people that have been using the shot and they're not all happy with it. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. They're not all happy with it. Some couldn't tolerate it. Some were on it for a year and it stopped working. There's just a lot of stuff going on out there, and the timing and the hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising that big pharma has spent publicizing GLP-1. Nobody'd ever heard of it until a couple years ago when Ozempic and all the other companies started. Nobody knew what GLP-1 was. Maybe doctors knew that it was a hormone, okay, but nobody'd ever heard of it. And now it's a household word for weight loss. And we have that natural product that's user friendly, that works. I mean, I can't imagine the results that April and I would have had if we had it for 2 months. Okay, we split what we had, and I lost 11 and she lost 7, and we ran out. So we've been out. By the time we get to Kansas City, we'll have been off it for about 3 weeks. But the last 2 weeks, I didn't gain an ounce. Nothing came back, even though we ran out. And that's really encouraging, for me. Okay. That I've struggled. And what I started to say to Fred before, will the end of this month, and actually about 2 weeks from now will be our 7 year anniversary. I know Kenneth and Jay, there's a few here that Lynn that'll be here 7 years with us. Okay. That we knew in the other company and came with us when the other company closed. And when I came over, okay, I was 287 pounds. Okay. And I posted some pictures. I gave April and I told her she can post it. I don't know if she wants to or not, but I said she could. But for 2 years, no, I'm sorry, it took me 6 years to lose 20 pounds, and I'd lose 10, gain 8, lose 6, gain 4. It was just, it was a vicious cycle, but it was 20 pounds in 6 years. And to lose 11 pounds in 1 month with this product, are you kidding me? And I'm not a 35-year-old, I'm 64. Okay, for that to work, excuse me, for that to work like that for somebody that's my age, okay, that is exciting, folks. I mean, that is very, very exciting. And 82% of the people in the United States, and I'm sure that applies to Canada too. I know we got a lot of Canada friends here. They're either trying to lose weight or they're managing their weight. Okay, that is what's going on. So 8.2 people out of 10. 8.2 out of 10. You could be skinny as a rail. It don't matter. 8.2 out of 10 are trying or concerned about losing weight. And when you look at the price of our products, 159, 179, and 199, are you kidding? Okay, as compared to the shot? I mean, if you're sleeping at night, that you haven't looked at your list long enough. You haven't called or texted or mentioned what you know about. You know a secret. It's not out yet. Okay, you know a secret. It's the best stock tip. You saw the stock. Okay, you saw it doubled in the last 5 weeks. Okay, why? Well, I guess the board knows what's coming and they probably had a lot of their friends buy more. I don't know. Okay, but it doubled. I mean, it's mind-boggling what's going on. And we are in that situation. And there's nothing that April and I want more for all of you than to see you ride this massive wave for years. Okay, for years. These are the stories that you hear about. When you go to some of these motivational things and you hear this story and that story, a lot of it is because somebody was in the right place at the right time. Now, all of us have been. We've all been in the right place at the right time. But most of the time, we found a reason not to do it. Whatever it was. Could have been a stock tip, could have been a business tip, could have been real estate, it doesn't matter. It could have been a promotion at work, it could have been switching companies or switching jobs. We've all been in the right place at the right time, and most of the time talked ourselves out of it. Well, you're here again, and I doubt that you've been in a better position than you are right now. Okay, the stars are aligned for this. Okay, this is one where you don't need to know nothing. Okay, you could be brand new. We have some brand new people on here. You could be brand new, and the only thing that you need is to be excited and sincere. Sincere excitement, sharing your enthusiasm from your heart about what you know, what you found. Okay, because it ain't even out yet. It doesn't come out till Friday night. So let me do this. I want to give you an idea what's going on. April, you can chime in whenever you want.
Okay.
But I'm going to put some slides up. I'm going to start with our schedule and we'll go from there. So, okay. So what I was saying, there are going to be more events. And what I'm showing you here is just our schedule. But as you know, with LifeVantage and LifeVantage leadership, all the leaders in the company's meetings and trainings are open to everybody. It's one of the great things about this company. So what I'm sharing with you now is what April and I are going to be doing. Okay, but there's going to be all kinds, I mean, hundreds of other meetings going on around the country with very, very successful, qualified, excited presenters. And you could plug into all of it, any of it, some of it. It's entirely up to you at the pace you want to go. So, like I said, there's lots of events to use. If you want to build fast, just get your plug your prospects into everything. Beginning with, obviously, people are either going or not going to Kansas City on Friday and Saturday. That ship has sailed. Okay. But next Monday, a week from tomorrow, we're going to do the first opportunity Zoom for GLP-1 with the product and the business packs being available to be bought, signed up for right on the spot. So that's Monday night, a week from tomorrow. Okay. You want those invites are in the Facebook group. They're on Collagen Picks. I'm gonna post them again. Okay. Just to keep it fresh on the page. But that's next Monday. You want to have a record number of people. Okay. An all-time high for yourself guest on that Zoom. Now, you saw what happened 2 weeks ago. Okay. We have upped our Zoom to 500, but you saw we were only able to have 100 people on, and we had over 100 people before we started and another 50 or 60 were trying to get on after it started, but they had maxed out our Zoom. Okay. So that won't happen again, but wouldn't it be cool if it did at 500? How cool would that be? Okay. If everybody really went to work and filled it up and everyone had 10 or 20 guests on it. Okay. But here's some live events. Now, I'm not going to post the invites for the live events, but you are welcome to send people. You just need to call me or April to get the details. Okay, I'm not, because some of them are at people's homes, some of them are at people's places of business, and they're open. Okay, if you know someone in Lake Mary, Florida, well, that's where me and April live. Okay, if you know somebody there, you're welcome to send guests. We're just not going to, the person, we're not going to post it online. Okay, so October 18th, Lake Mary, Florida. That's a Friday night at 7. October 19th and 20th, we're doing 3 meetings. That's a Saturday and Sunday in Myrtle Beach. And they're all live meetings, in-house or in-business meetings. Okay. So Friday night's Lake Mary, Saturday and Sunday is Myrtle Beach, and Monday is Hilton Head. Okay. So we have invites for all of it. Again, I'm just not putting them online, okay, at this time, but you are welcome to send people to any of those locations. Just reach out to me or April. Then I said we're doing our team opportunity Zoom on the 14th, and we are following up with another one on the 28th. It'll be a same thing that we did on the 14th, but we're going to hit on closing the month out. Because now we're getting to the tail end of the month. Okay. We will be in Chicago November 7th with corporate and presidential Skip, and I believe Jill is coming too, the Campbells. They're founding distributors with the company. They've reached the highest level. They do over $1 million a month in business. They earn over $1 million a year in dollars. And they're going to be the feature speakers, someone from corporate to be there. April and I are flying in, and that's going to be hosted by Catalina Grigent, Dr. Jaya, Dr. Goodman. It's a group effort, okay? And we will have the hotel for that in the coming days, okay? But if you know anybody in Chicago, that is a meeting you want to get people to. Skip. Skip is wild. He's great. He's funny. He's got a lot of energy. He pushes the envelope to the edge. I love him. He's a cool dude. So you want to get people to that meeting. Now, again, this is just what we're doing. Okay. So please stay in touch with LifeVantage consultant page on Facebook, the corporate page, and keep checking the hub.lifevantage.com, because there's just going to be meetings galore. And as we see them, we'll put them in, the Collagen Messenger group. We'll put them in our Facebook group, but they're going to be all over the place, folks. It's going to be very, very difficult to keep up with it. And the Big Blue calendar is in the hub. Okay, so it's going to be a fun, October, November, and December to say the least. And think about it. It takes us through the end of the year. Then people make New Year's resolutions. It's always financial and weight. And we go into the weight loss season of January through spring. I mean, we are in for a bonanza, folks. Your timing is so good. Just find the energy to go after. We're going to see rank advancements at a pace that has never been seen before in this company. There's going to be new people joining this business, and a month later, they're going to be 5 or 6 ranks up the page already. That's how fast it's going to happen with this GLP-1. So I have some of these. I will be putting them in the group, the 14th, the 18th, the 21st, and the 28th. Okay, there's 3 or 4 of them missing. If any of those cities, hit you somewhere, somebody there, you got friends, you lived there at one time, whatever it was, just reach out to us, okay? And we'll get you the details on that. And like I said, you're free to send, your prospects. But the company did a training the other day. I'm going to ask April to chime in here. We screenshot what they did. It has to do with Kansas City before and after. So it's appropriate for everybody, whether you're going or not. Please pay close attention to that. But let me Okay, April, why don't you start with this and just read through it and I'll go to the next slide and
Okay, sure. So the store for everyone opens at 12 Friday. I would suggest if you want certain things, you be there as close to 12 as you can. We have the suitcases. I can tell you in the chat that we have, they originally were only going to bring 2,000 units month supply of the GLP-1, and
until everyone went
everybody
haywire.
screamed because everybody screamed. So I do know, um, it was upgraded to 5,000 now, which makes me feel a little bit better, but not much, because I know what Bobby and I are taking home. So if you want to leave,
Folks, do the math on that. 5,000 times 200. Just do the math
yeah,
on that in two
yeah.
days.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to tell you, we're flying in early. Bobby may have mentioned this because of the storm. Somebody trying to get in. Because of the storm, to take product home. And, Bobby was like, more important than missing the meeting, he wants his product. And he's like, I don't want to wait for that to ship. Who knows? It could take another week. That warehouse could get backed up really, really quickly.
Yeah,
So,
remember the
you know,
collagen.
yeah, so everybody wants this stuff. I mean, we've been teased long enough, so make sure you're there. The 11 a.m. to 12 is for executives, I'm pretty sure. So I would say be there at 12 there, so you can do that. It says session number one starts at 3. And again, that's on Friday. We will be able to order the product Friday evening. I think they said 6:30 or 7:30 was the time. I think 6:30 was the time. But as soon as our 3 o'clock session ends, the link goes live. So, and Bobby knows, even like last night, he wanted to watch a movie. It's Saturday night, nothing wrong with that. But I'm still importing a lot of people into my, in order to get all my texting out at one time. I mean, it's just been a massive, massive thing that everybody wants. So these are the tools that we will have lots of stuff. So, if you're going to text, if you're emailing, whatever your way to get everybody out, copy and paste if you've got to do that. We will have some tools, but have a general idea of what you want to say and definitely know who you're sending it to, because you're not going to have a lot of time. You're going to want to be out socializing with everybody else. I think this will probably be the quietest Friday night LifeVantage has ever seen, because everybody's gonna run back to their room and try to get all this work done and stuff. Because people are asking and asking, and they're like, "Is it out? Is it out yet?" And these are, just customers and stuff. I have to give. I guess Gina couldn't quite figure out how to get on Zoom, which is our new consultant, which signed up just a few minutes ago. But her very first customer ordered almost $800. So I think she's off to a good start. So that's been a lot of fun already. But so these are the things that they're going to have. They're going to put the box insert too. We'll have a lot of information, we were told. So that's going to be super exciting too. So we're excited about all this stuff that they're going to be giving us. The real value
And just
in
folks, just
getting,
take a screenshot of this. We're not going to go line by line. Take a
yeah.
screenshot of this so you know what tools are going to be available.
The real value in being there is going to be the training, that we're going to get product knowledge. And for the doctors on the call, and only the doctors are going to be allowed to go to the medical meeting because it's going to be so packed this time. So only medical people will be able to go. And I think that's 6:30 Saturday morning. So you're going to have to get up a little bit earlier than the rest of us. I know it's been earlier at sometimes, but 6:30. And I think because we're starting a little bit later. But what's the next one, Bobby? And I know I sent you guys screenshots, so you should have for that doctor's meeting. Yes, bring diapers. They're doing a donation thing, and their thoughts behind this is you're going to be taking product home. So you've got space going there. Fill it with diapers to be able to give to the store and registration. So,
And explain, there's new people on it. Just explain whenever we have an event what the company does.
Yeah, we have a group called Legacy, and they do a lot of stuff, but it's always giving back to different communities. If we travel into a different country, whenever we go and do a meeting in a certain town or whatever, we're always providing stuff. We've painted houses, we've dug ditches, brought supplies, done all kind of things to help people. So it's called Legacy. There, you can give them cash donations now for the hurricane if that's something. If you don't have a place to give your money, you want to give it there. So they do a lot of goodwill, and it makes LifeVantage look good because people know LifeVantage came in and did a really great job there. So there's going to be a few packages, so you can buy. I forget if one is with a shaker bottle. There it is. Okay, one is with a shaker bottle. If you buy just one system, if you buy three systems, you get the fanny pack. These will all be labeled per the new product. They're just not showing us. So, it'll say whatever the name of the product is on the shaker bottle and on the fanny pack. And then if you buy a 9 system, and here again, I would suggest if you want the 9 systems, I know we've got a few calls tomorrow that we want to call down there and see if we can't kind of get those, claimed already. I know we can't actually place orders, but we want to make sure that we can get dibs on those before they all go, because that's going to go fast. That bag, when we were, forget where we were. I think we were in Utah. Kenneth Googled that bag and it was like, I don't know, Kenneth, what was it, $300-$400 or something? He knew the brand. It was a good brand. So he was well aware of that. And that looks really similar to the hair care one if you were here
Well,
then.
the suitcase, we had one when the hair care came out, and I've been beating on that thing for 5 or 6 years, and it still works great.
Yeah, I was just going to say that yours is still around and it does look great. So cool. So that's going to be the promotions there. So that's another advantage for being in Kansas City. Go ahead. Okay, Rancan. You don't ever want to miss Rancan. He's a favorite. So they're going to do some different things. There's some raffles. There's a photo booth. You can make the friendship. The value here, and it's funny, it's not even mentioned. The value here is, oh, and I'm going to tell you one other thing. The value here is being able to just mingle with everyone. So those that got to use the samples like Bobby and I and Kenneth, we're going to get a shirt that says Club 55. Catalina's husband used it, so she'll get a shirt that says Club 55. So people will be able to approach you and ask you all the ins and outs of the product. So, if you want to get some more hands-on feedback from people, this is where you're going to see it. We're going to have these sweatshirts. I think they're black, so they're not going to be too bad. But yeah, so, there's going to be a lot of mingling here that's going on and stuff. Again, this is when the product goes live. So I don't know, I would think I might be rushing to my room to get some emails out. So we'll see, but, there are text messages. So, but anyway, so we'll see. Okay. So, Monday is countdown timer on LifeVantage. So although if you've been on Facebook and stories, we've all already had countdown timers, but people still ask. I just got asked a bunch of times now, is it here yet? Is it ready yet? So people, this is a great time of the year because, we've got Halloween, but we've got a nice stretch until Thanksgiving, and people can really take off some weight if let them realize that between now and Thanksgiving, they could lose some really nice, you heard Bobby first month, 10 pounds, me 7, or 11. They can lose some weight quickly. So it would be pretty cool if you remind them of that. The holidays are coming up, and wouldn't you rather approach the holidays a little bit thinner? I know I was going through my closet, just getting rid of jeans and stuff. And I'm like, wow, a lot of my jeans fit a whole lot better. So, I'm thrilled with that. The styles have changed so much quickly. It's kind of crazy. But so anyway, general session 3 to 6, product available in the Market Connect from 6 p.m. on. Because they close during the general session, so you will not be able to go pick up your product. So it's either before or after. Don't leave it. I don't think they're going to leave it open during. They usually don't anyway. So new products live 6:30. Let's see the website service. Yes, we were afraid in that group too that we were going to crash the website service, which
Oh,
we
we
have done
knew we would
before.
crash the website. We knew it.
Yeah, yeah. So we have actually done this before. There's been certain specials that LifeVantage has dropped down, and all of a sudden you can't get on the site, and it's just a frenzy. So they have promised us that they have double, triple tested this so that we will have no problems placing orders. Okay. And we have back-to-back POs that are both 5 times liquid collagen. I'm not really sure what that is, back-to-back POs. I'm not sure what that one is. Oh,
There's
I know. So
purchase orders for large orders.
no. What they're saying there is they're expecting this rollout, this launch of product to be 5 times greater
Right.
than the liquid collagen
In the
was
first 3 months, right?
in the first 3 months. Yeah. So, and that was, we had trouble with shipping. So they're well aware that we can sell this stuff if we've got a good product, and we know we've got a good product. So everybody's excited. So they've been forewarned. The chat group really got after them with all these ideas too. They were really on them to make sure that we could ship promptly and everything. So they're also going to be open on Saturday. That did not mention it. So if you're calling in orders on Saturday, they're going to be open. If you're having trouble placing orders, you need to
The
get
call
customer
centers are
service.
going to be open. Yeah.
The call centers, yeah. The call centers are going to be open. So if you're having any type of problems, you can go ahead and get them there too. So
what do you guys think? Ladies, what do you think? Are you excited? Zuma, are you excited? You've been
I'm
texting a lot.
super excited.
Good.
And you're saying that you are not sleeping. When I don't sleep is when I'm thinking about the line to get there, to how they're going to arrange that so we don't kill each other.
Oh,
Because
they did say you can pre-order on your website as soon as it goes live, and then go pick it up. So
They will text you when it's ready, and you can go get it when it's ready. You will not have to wait online.
I love that.
Yep.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, they look, they were anticipating when the collagen came out that we would all sell 1 million a month. And when we started selling 4 million a month, they realized they needed to refigure how to do things in the future. And they learned. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to wait in line no more. We can order it online. They'll text us when it's ready, and we can go get it. So
I like that.
right.
I
April,
know I can sleep better.
April, anything else you want to share? I will take questions, or
yeah, go ahead.
any questions. This again, I want to just say, if there's ever been a time in your business life where you want to just dig in, man, this is when crazy stuff can happen. I mean, you heard April just signed up a new person. Our first customer ordered $800 worth of stuff. It's insanity what is going on right now. And, between having the Protandim, the collagen, and now the GLP-1, that's a formula to take this to $1 billion company. That's the kind of formula that will take this to where we've always wanted to go. So any questions, any comments? Fred, you got your hand raised. What do you got, buddy?
Get over here to get unmuted. I made a comment but I'm just grateful that they're giving, so for the legacy, that they're giving it to the consultants in the Asheville
Yep.
So that is fantastic. So I'm excited and grateful for that. And I've been in network marketing a lot of years, over 20, and I've never been with a company that's hit momentum. We weren't with LifeVantage in the beginning. We came in 2013. And so, that's not the beginning. That was 3 years before. And this, I can't even say, like, the importance of this. And you said it so well. We've all had opportunities in our life where we've missed something, not necessarily in network marketing. Bitcoin is one, right? But we're not missing this. And then after we have this run in the United States, and then, we can get it in Canada, but there's the rest of the world too.
Right.
We'll be opening more markets. So
Yeah.
folks, understanding leverage, And so we did a team call last week, and I just said, "Do you think in 5 years we're going to have 1 million customers and distributors?" And everybody was like, "Yeah, no, yeah." And I said, "Well, what about in 3 years or 2 years?" I said, "I don't know the time lane, but if Protandim and collagen's $200, if the bundle is, and we have 1 million people, folks, that's 200 million a month in volume times 12, 2.4 billion.
Yep.
That's not counting hair care, skin care. That's not. And so because of this as being weight loss and weight release and shutting off that noise, so fired up is the word.
Oh, there's no doubt, Fred. It's see,
And this is like insider trading.
it in a way it is. And we had a weight loss product in our first company, and it was a good one. And we went on, and it was being studied at Johns Hopkins University. I mean, to be a part of a really effective, good weight loss product, but we didn't have the advantage of the last couple years with big pharma advertising the heck out of the shot. And, and they didn't, they referred to it as GLP-1. So they did our marketing for us. They advertised GLP-1. They didn't always mention hormone, okay, but it is a hormone, but it's amazing. And then, first of all, there's a lot of people don't like getting a needle for any reason, okay? But then there's others that got tired of it. There's others that had side effects. But the biggest problem for most, it was cost prohibitive. It was just too expensive to stay on it. So there was so much marketing done, and to have a user-friendly product. I mean, for those that aren't aware, you take a pill when you get up in the morning, okay, with some water. You wait for a half hour before you eat anything, and then you can mix 2 to 4 scoops of a powder. It's like a vanilla smelling powder. It almost looks like it's not a protein powder, but it's part of the GLP-1 system. You mix it with anything you want. Brandon had a whole concoction he was talking about. April likes to mix it with Axio. I like to make a smoothie with it. I mean, it doesn't matter. You use oat milk, almond milk. Well, it doesn't matter. It's so easy to use that, and it's so properly priced, affordably priced, that it's, you're going to have people that buy it, lose 5 pounds, sign up in the business as a consultant because 5 or 10 of their friends want it. That scenario is going to happen so fast because we can show before and after pictures. We can text. We can post on social media. We didn't have this technology 25 years ago when we were pushing this other weight loss product. Most of it had to be done in person, person to person. So that's why it's so exciting, folks. You think we did a good job with collagen, with before and after? Well, that was good, okay? But weight loss is everybody. The men didn't get overly involved with collagen as they should. Okay, the men mainly used it to help with their joints. But weight loss is weight loss, man. And everybody, all age groups, men and women, are concerned and need it. So it's going to be big, and you're going to be really mad at yourself if you sit it out. If you procrastinate, that's probably the thing that turns me off the most is procrastinators. Man, I'd rather you do something 20 times and be wrong 19, and the 20th time you get it right and you're a hero, okay, versus procrastinating and thinking and overthinking and doing nothing. Okay, let's go after this, everybody. Whatever your rank is now, whatever your volume is now, you should plan on tripling it by the end of November. Give you the second half of October and all November. Whatever rank you're at should be triple, not double, triple. Okay, that's how excited we are about it. We're not looking at, well, okay, let's get to EC3 by the end of next year. No, that's not the plan. Okay, we want to do it faster, and we want to do it faster because you're doing it faster. You know how the business works. You can only get where you want to get by helping other people get where they want to get. That's how it works. You can't do it yourself. So anyway, any questions, comments, anything?
Yeah.
I want to
Bob.
make
Go
another
ahead, Ira.
comment. There are people taking Monjaro and other ones, which was much more efficient. Insurance companies are not paying for them. They are asking him to switch to Ozempic, which is cheaper, but it is not working the same way like other GLP-1 products. So there are many people, and Ozempic has a lot of side effects. So those are the people who would really be happy to have this product. I
Well,
have
and the
personally
thing,
come to
and you know,
know.
you've been a doctor for 60 years, Jay. The thing that I love about it is that you know that I get excited that I don't have to know that. I get excited that I could just say I used it for a month and lost 11 pounds and I feel great on it. But when they start doing their homework with it, they're going to see what Jay had just said is absolutely spot on. Okay, that is the beauty of this product. And I keep going back to the one we had 25 years ago, where I mean, we had a training center on Long Island, and we had a giant room, and you would have thought we had a warehouse of it, of the product. We were always afraid the company would run out, and we would keep anywhere from 150 to 200,000 worth of this Bioline product in stock so that we never had to worry about it. But you got to remember, our doctors would start at 40,000, not 1,000, okay, not 200, okay. So it was a different time and different business, but that's how big it gets. Ira, what do you got, Doc?
Two questions. On the slide that
Happy New Year, buddy, by the way. And I'm
yes,
sorry
thank
we're
you.
not going to
Thank
see
you.
you this weekend.
I'm very sad that I'm not going to be in Kansas City, but I'll somehow make up for it some other way. So on the slide that you sent that you posted during your presentation of new product, new tools, there's something on the right hand column that says PDP. I'm just wondering what that is.
I might have to ask. I don't know. April, do you know?
No,
Maybe it's points.
it was about where you
It says
can find
PDP,
it.
Comms Hub as the
Oh,
location for it.
no, that's PDF, not PD. It's going to be in a PDF and it's going to be available in the hub.
Okay, so a PDF in the Comms Hub. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And my
Yeah,
my
and the
second,
comms is communication hub.
no, that's the hub.lifevantage.com. Correct.
Yep.
Okay, understood. Okay, that answers that question. My second question is, can you please text to our group text with the electronic flyer for the 14th? Because I have a full day.
Sure. Yeah, I'll repost it. Yeah.
I have a full day in the office tomorrow, and I have already looked at my schedule for tomorrow. I got like 6 people that I know are going to want to be on the call on the
And
14th.
folks, we've said this before, but just keep this in mind. The link that you use tonight to get on this, when we do the opportunity meetings on Zoom once or twice a month, like the 14th and 28th, it's always the same link. Okay, and we'll repost it again, but it's the same link. Okay, so the link you use tonight is the link for the 14th. It's the same link for the 28th. And but again, we will keep all this stuff flowing.
Yeah,
And
please
if you
keep.
don't see
please-
something, just text us. And if you need to talk, by all means, call. But for the next week, we'd appreciate text. Okay, because we're gonna get overwhelmed. So as much as you can text, that would be great. Ira, you have
Yeah, some people just want that longer one where you just have to click on the link and it takes
The
you
link,
directly.
yeah. I'll post
Okay,
that
and there's
too.
the other
Yep.
one that looks like a flyer that has your phone number
Yep.
on it. So,
Yep.
I could use both of them because different people want different things.
Yeah,
but
I'll
this
get them
is-
both posted.
Yes, please. I
Okay.
appreciate it. That's all I need. Thanks.
Cheryl, you have your hand raised.
Yeah, does anybody know how it's going to affect A1C yet?
Nobody has a clue on that, but I'm assuming there might be something in the two studies that they're going to be talking about. I would assume there would be something in there. It's weight loss. I mean, the drugs were designed originally for diabetics, Okay, so let's see what the studies say on that. If we don't get something on that, the right people be around to ask. You know, Lisa Barnes is probably the best person to ask
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
There's
Thank you.
no reason to
Not
assume that it'll.
55, but must be having some people whose hemoglobin A1C has come down. They are probably not telling you.
oh,
Club
there again, the group of 55 of us that were in the trial, that
Ah.
those were us as distributors, but they had other people that aren't in the company on in the study also. So, but common sense is kind of, if you're losing weight, you're probably dropping your sugar and your A1C is probably going to go in the right direction.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not a doctor. I can't say that. So
Thank you.
Conclusion.
anybody else? Questions, comments, anything? Well, folks, we are 5 days away. The countdown starts tomorrow on the corporate site. This is, make sure your list is together. Make sure what you're going to send people is ready to go and that you're not trying to figure it out, you know, when it goes live. Just have everything ready to send to the people that you want to send to, especially the ones that said they're waiting. Text me when it's ready, that type of thing. If it's a large number, have them broken into groups, groups of 5 or groups of 10, whatever it is, but have them broken down. But anyway, this is going to be fun. It's going to be a free for all. It's going to be a frenzy. We're going to get nuts and go crazy, but it's all good. If you're going to go nuts and crazy, this is the way to do it. Okay. This is definitely what you want to do. So, but anyway, we will have a call next Sunday night. I'm not sure if anyone's going to sleep for 3 days or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen, but if you're home, okay, and available to get on Zoom, but remember, a week from tomorrow is the big one. That's our first GLP-1 opportunity meeting where the product will be available and they could sign up on the spot as a consultant or buy the product as we do the meeting or right after we do it. So that is where you want to invite people to. Okay, 1 week from tomorrow, the 14th. Anyway, April, anything else? You good?
Ira's got something.
Just
ahead,
last
Ira.
question. I have people that are going to want to buy this the second it's available. So the link will go live, you said on Saturday?
Friday night.
Friday night. All right. Well, I'll be fasting in the synagogue on Friday, so it won't impact me. But
No, but it's Friday night, obviously the whole weekend. Once it goes live, it's live. I mean,
understood.
but
Okay.
they're not going to turn it on while we're in session. They want people paying attention to the information. So session gets out at 6. The link that, they're going to let people pick up their stuff. I think they're planning on it going live at 6:30 or 7, something like that. So you'll be notified. I'll text you when it's live.
Okay, cool.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. You know how to reach us if you need us. Thank you for your time. I'm sorry we're normally at a half hour. We went over, but I kind of knew that was going to happen.
This is an important one. We don't mind
Yeah.
being over. Our lives
Good
are
night,
about to
everybody.
change.
We'll
Our
see you
lives are about to
soon.
change.
Bye-bye.